Hello and welcome to Time to Shine, POI tutorial number 2. I'm Harry Kingham from Cecil Green Arts and I'll be taking you through a few moves. So you've got your POI or your socks with something in the end of them, and you've got a bit of a space around you so that you're not going to break any of your family's precious china. And you've done a little warm up. Maybe you rolled your shoulders, you've done a little stretch. And in our last video, you might remember we were doing these nice big arm rolls forwards and backwards. And then we were trying to go, we've done forwards, we've done backwards. And what happens if we take one arm forwards and one arm back like this? One arm forwards and one arm back. And what happens if we reverse it? So the arm that was going forward starts going backwards. This was in the last video. It's pretty tricky, this. Some people really struggle with it. If you can slow these moves down, make sure you turn your body from side to side. If you can get these moves, it's really going to help you with your POI, with your juggling, with all those kind of circus skills. And what happens if I keep going, but as I come round, I turn my body through 90 degrees, and you'll notice my arms haven't stopped traveling. They haven't changed direction at all. They've just flowed onwards. So keep going. And there's the change in direction. I'm now facing in the other direction. And coming back towards you. And if you can get those moves, that's really going to help with the POI going later on. Don't worry if you can't. They're just things that you can have a little work on occasionally when you've got 5 minutes time to practice. So picking up the POI, we're going to learn two new moves today. In the last video, we did try to do butterfly, didn't we? In front and behind your head. In front and behind your head. One in front, one behind. This was called snatching the socks out of the drawer and throwing them behind your head. Well, we're going to reverse that move, and I call it looking in the mirror behind the head, or reverse butterfly. So we'll just put the POI down for a minute, take one hand, and imagine you've got a mirror in the palm of your hand. So we'll take that mirror, and I'm looking in the mirror really close. My nose is maybe, I don't know, 20 centimeters away from the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror, I take the mirror behind the head, I push up to the sky, and then I do a big circle out until my hand's pointing down to the bottom. Bend my elbow to look in the mirror again. Behind the head, up to the sky, big circle, big semicircle. Bend the elbow, look in the mirror, behind the head, big circle, okay? Make sure you do it with your other hand and always working on your non-dominant hand. So looking in the mirror, behind the head, push up to the sky, big circle, bend the elbow, look in the mirror. That's the other hand doing the same thing. And then of course we're going to put the two together and they're going to follow each other. So while I'm looking in the mirror here, my other hand is coming down in the big circle. So here we go. Putting the two hands together, just one following the other, like that. It's a bit like trying to pat your tummy and rub your head, or is it the other way, rub your tummy and pat your head? Try and do into that. If you can do that, let's pick up the POI and have a go. So here's the POI shortened to the right length. There's the hand in the mirror. This hand here is coming down in the big circle. Off we go. If you can get this move, which is really quite tricky, you're doing really well. And once you can do it, you can put it almost anywhere. So here I am doing it around my head, looking in the mirror, behind the head, looking in the mirror, behind the head. Look in the mirror, behind the head, there's the big swing. There's the one hand breaking it down, put the two together. And if I can do it there, looking in the mirror, I can also do it with my hands kind of out here. Same moves, one in front, one behind, one in front, one behind. I can do it down by my waist, and I can do it right up above my head up here. And last time we talked about if you can do these, if you can get these moves, then try to move your body through the space. so that you're beginning to move your body as well, and that's going to help with your poi move. So from here, we can go into this jump rope where one poi is going forwards and one poi is going back, and we can come back to looking in the mirror from there. Turn 90 degrees into jump rope, one forwards, one back, come back. And if I want, I can do a full circle, 90 degrees at a time, where I go from mirrors, jump rope, one forwards, one back. I'm going to do a 90 degrees away from you and go into butterfly. So there we go, into butterfly, over the head if you want, one forwards, one back, butterfly. And then I can go 90 degrees this way, jump rope, coming back towards you in the mirror. So try moving your body. That's really tricky stuff I've just showed you. Don't worry if you can't get it first time, just have a go and try making your body do those moves, coming back to your mirrors, do those moves. Or if you prefer butterfly, there's your butterfly, behind your head. Don't worry if you can't get it behind the head. Go into 90-degree turn, move your body around. Just practice doing those nice moves and you'll soon have a routine you can put together. So that was the reverse butterfly, or the mirror behind the head. We're going to do one more poi move, which is a build on what we did in the last video. So if, have a look again at the last video and you'll see we were going from jump rope into one following the other and then crossing. And we were talking about crossing and then coming back into jump rope, and left hand going on top, right hand going on top. Try that again, left hand going on top, right hand going on top. That's really important to remember, is the one hand on top and then the other hand on top. Because when you get to here, this move is a lovely poi move, which just flows, and it's called the weave. So I'm going to show you that sideways on. Jump rope, one after the other, 1, 2, 1, 2, crossing. There's the crossing and into the weave. So what I'll do is I'll break this down one hand at a time to help you understand. So let's just leave one poi. And what's happening in that is it's not quite a equal cross, because as the poi goes across, it's going to do 2 spins on its opposite side and come back for 1 spin on this side. So I go across 2 spins and back 1 spin, and 2 spin, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. And while I'm doing that, the other hand is doing the same thing. So it is coming across, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. And what you need to remember is when your hands coming across to go into 1, 2, it comes across on top, and then they swap and the other hand comes across on top, 1, 2. So I come across with my left hand here, 1, 2, 1. Try and do it with try and really just slow it down. It's really difficult. And they kind of follow each other around. They cross and they follow round, cross and follow round, cross and follow round. I'm going to put that together. If you can try and remember, go across 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1 with the right hand on top, left hand on top, right hand on top, left hand on top, you'll be moving into the weave. So let's just try that. Right hand on top, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's really difficult to describe this as I'm doing it, because whilst my right hand is doing 1, 2, my left hand is doing 1, and then when my left hand is doing 1, 2, my right hand is doing 1. But anyway, that's the move. I'm going to show you that sideways on. There's the jump rope, right hand across, left hand across, right hand across on top, left hand on top, right hand on top, left hand on top. 1, 2, 1. I'm just describing my right hand now. Right hand on top, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. And my opposite hand is then following what I've just been doing. That's a really technical poi move, the weave. Good luck with it. If you can get it, you're really getting into, you're really there. You've made it as a poi spinner. And after that, the sky is the limit and you can really take off. Have fun. This is a time to shine video. I'm Harry Kingham from Cecil Green Arts. Go and practice. It's the only way you're going to get it. Okay, good luck.